Users often face the dilemma of selecting the best CPU option that offers a balance between cost and capability. With rapid advancements and frequent releases, it's crucial to understand the strengths and weaknesses of each chip. Here come the upcoming AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and the Intel Core i7-14700K, two prominent rivals currently competing for the attention of gamers and professionals alike. Both processors fall into the mid-premium range and promise reliable performance and efficiency. In this video, we will compare the AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and the Intel Core i7-14700K to see which CPU comes out on top. The AMD Ryzen 7 9700X, part of the Ryzen 9000 series, comes with the latest Zen 5 architecture. It's packing 8 cores and 16 threads with a base clock of 3.8 GHz that can turbo boost up to an impressive 5.5 GHz. Built on a 4nm process, it has a default TDP of 65 watts and can operate at temperatures up to 95 degrees Celsius. Additionally, the chip supports up to 192 GB of memory and comes with a generous 40 MB of total cache. In the other side of the spectrum, we have the Intel Core i7-14700K, a member of the 7 series family, featuring the Raptor Lake refresh architecture. This processor stands with a hybrid core design with 8 performance cores and 12 efficiency cores, which combines 20 cores and 28 threads. It starts at a base clock of 3.4 GHz, but can ramp up to a blistering 5.6 GHz. Built on a 10nm process, it has a default TDP of 125 watt, a max turbo power of 253 watt, and can put up with temperatures up to 100 degrees Celsius. Like its AMD rival, it supports 192 GB of memory. Both CPUs offer impressive specs, with AMD focusing on efficiency and Intel on raw power. Now let's see how these chips perform according to Sportskeeda. In Geekbench tests, the Intel Core i7-14700K slightly beats the AMD Ryzen 7 9700X in single-core performance, with scores of 3017 versus 2990. However, in multi-core tests, the AMD 9700X scores a strong 17805, but it's outperformed by Intel's 20428. Cinebench results paint a similar picture. The Ryzen 7 9700X takes the lead in single-core performance, with a score of 2224 compared to the Core i7-14700K's 2075. But in multi-core tests, Intel's chip flexes its muscle, which scores 34922 to AMD's 20583. It's worth noting that while these benchmarks give us a good idea of relative performance, real-world usage may vary depending on specific applications and workloads. While AMD shows strength in single-core performance, Intel's higher core count gives it an edge in multi-threaded tasks. Both processors support up to 192 GB of memory, which ensures ample headroom for even the most demanding applications. However, it's crucial to consider the ecosystem each CPU inhabits. The Ryzen 9700X will probably need a new AM5 motherboard, as AMD is sticking with their latest socket. So, users should consider the extra cost of a new motherboard when upgrading the 14700K. On the other hand, uses the LGA 1700 socket, which has been around since the 12th generation Intel processors. This backwards compatibility could be a boon for users looking to upgrade from an older Intel system. The established ecosystem and backwards compatibility give Intel an edge here. As of now, the Core i7-14700K is priced at $398. The Ryzen 7 9700X's price hasn't been officially announced yet, but based on previous generation pricing, we can expect it to be competitively priced in the $350 to $400 range. It's important to consider the total platform cost, while the AMD chip might be slightly cheaper. The potential need for a new motherboard could offset this advantage. We'll need to wait for AMD's official pricing to make a fair comparison. Choosing between the AMD Ryzen 7 19700X and the Intel Core i7 14700K isn't a straightforward decision. Each has its strengths and ideal use cases. The Core i7 14700K is a powerful CPU, especially for multi-threaded applications. Its higher core count and impressive multi-core performance make it a justified choice for content creators, 3D renderers, and anyone running heavily parallelized workloads. The established ecosystem and backward compatibility are also significant advantages. The Ryzen 7 19700X, while not yet available, shows promise in efficiency and single-core performance. Its lower TDP could make it an attractive option for users prioritizing energy efficiency or building smaller form factor PCs. The Zen 5 architecture also suggests potential for future optimization and performance improvements. For gamers, both CPUs will likely offer excellent performance, with the choice potentially coming down to specific game optimizations and the GPU pairing. Ultimately, the best choice depends on your specific needs, budget, and existing hardware. So which side will you choose in this epic rivalry? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this.